All right, Shabbat Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushua Hashem Kodash double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them to tell us the truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hope of the elect tabernacle of David. And the brother elder, whatever my name is, Salakia. I'm the brother elder Yashawan. I want to say brother elder Shalom. Salakia. Been getting up at 3 o'clock lately, so I guess it's past my bed. I did take a nap. All right, but the brother elder Yashawan. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you all. This is the WW3 Daily Update. And I'm just going to start it off by going to Revelation 11 and 14, because this guy keeps saying WW3 over and over and over. All right, so let's just go there in the spirit. Revelation 11 and 14. The second one was passed, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And we all, in this thing of ours, know this to mean World War III. Anyway, count how many times this guy says World War III. I tried to warn you, China Uncensored. This is a bit of a parody. It's kind of a parody. He's being tongue-in-cheek about everything, even the look on his face at 0. So let's enjoy this, but he's warning. Let's get the warning real quick. Okay? World War III, you've been warned. Get the warning. Ezekiel. That's going to just keep coming out. Ezekiel 3 and 17. Where is it? Son of man, I've made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning. From me, here's the warning. Okay? Everything in order. That was a little backwards, but he's going to give a comedic warning. I tried to, warn you. Here's the warning. Take it away. China Uncensored. That's a bit strange. Take it.
Xi Jinping is vowing to take Taiwan. Lines are being drawn for World War III. And did Russia make China an offer it can't refuse? And more on this week's China News headlines. Welcome to China Uncensored. I'm Chris Chappell. Well, looks like the world is gearing up for World War III. But before I get into that, let me tell you about a personal war I'm fighting with YouTube. Seems they don't like channels warning people about an impending war with China. Bay the Cat says, dude, it's been over a year since I got a video from you in the suggestions. WTF is going on with YouTube's algorithm? Josh Rockwell Chem also says, today's the first time in over a year YouTube has suggested a video from your channel.
So you kind of have to have a sense of humor about going into World War III, right? That's the spoonful of sugar effect. If you
Maximus says, this is the first video I've seen of yours in 3 years. YouTube is financially strangling the channel, and it's working. I've had to reduce the number of episodes I make on my other show, America Uncovered, because I don't want to make cuts to China Uncensored. So I really need your help. Join what I call the China Uncensored 50-cent army over on my website, China Uncensored.
Well, it's not bought and paid for by BBNet,
.tv. We've got a thriving community there with exclusive live streams and episodes because I really love you guys. Again, that's ChinaUncensored.tv. The link is also below. Without your help, YouTube is going to deliver a massive win to the CCP and end China Uncensored, which could be bad because we're seriously barreling towards World War III right now. Let's start with Japan. In the face of China's increasingly insane rhetoric towards the island nation, Japan's cabinet has okayed a record defense budget aimed at deterring China. Which, yeah, is probably a good idea. The budget is worth $58 billion for the coming year and will be focused on fortifying Japan's capability to strike back at an enemy, along with shoring up coastal defenses with cruise missiles and unmanned systems. In fact, some reports suggest that Tokyo is looking to purchase drones from Israel or Turkey, and maybe even Ukraine. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they also hire Kevin McAllister to set up booby traps for them. The Japanese defense minister says that his country is determined to protect its people and remains a peaceful nation, but that the budget is the minimum needed as Japan faces the severest and
So even though he's, slipping in some entertainment, he's putting forth some real information dealing with World War III. Okay, these news clippings and stuff, what are they dealing with? What are these little videos? That's military hardware. So I like this. China Uncensored. I'm going to subscribe right now in front of everybody. We need this, okay? Go ahead.
Complex security environment in the post-war era. Because yes, the lines are being drawn for World War III. In an interview with the country's TASS news agency, Russia's foreign minister has signaled that Russia would support China if war broke out over Taiwan. He cited
that's Ezekiel 38, we can go there.
2001 Treaty of Good Neighborliness between the two countries, saying one of the basic principles laid down in this document is mutual support in matters of protecting state unity and territorial integrity. Not that
be thou a guard unto them. Those that are joined unto you, be thou a guard unto them.
Russia or China know much about respecting territorial integrity, or being good neighbors for that matter. In addition, just for good measure, he criticized Japan's recent increase to military spending and slipped in a loosely veiled threat towards Japan, saying our Japanese neighbors should have weighted everything properly before taking any hasty decisions. Because Japan's prime minister saying some words about national self-defense, that's unacceptable. But China testing the hypersonic YJ-20 anti-ship missile during their largest live-fire drill yet, no problem. Russia just threw what little was left of their credibility out the window, along with anyone who had a minor disagreement with Putin. And if you think I was being hyperbolic about World War III, here's Xi Jinping's New Year's address.
Compatriots on both sides of the Taiwan Strait are bound by blood ties thicker than water, and the historical trend toward national reunification is unstoppable.
Unstoppable. This comes right after China just finished its end-of-year justice mission.
This dude is staying on point. How far are we in? Hell, this is good stuff. He does 8 minutes. We'll get right beyond 4. He's doing real good.
2025 live fire drills with the largest drill areas around Taiwan to date. The PLA framed this as a response to increasing U.S. military aid to the island, but let's face it, it was really just an excuse for the CCP to put out more aggressive posters and propaganda, including this one titled Clearly Visible, showing satellite images of Taiwanese military infrastructure that says, how could you ever attempt independence? Subtle.
Hi, I'm JT, and
I'm going to let this go for a little while longer. Well, you just waking up, Salak.
In response, Taiwan has urged China to act responsibly, while its Ministry of Defense said the Taiwanese military set up an emergency response center and is conducting immediate combat readiness exercises, which is a good idea since asking China to act responsibly is like asking a rook to move diagonally. That's a chess reference. It's not all Pokemon and Gilmore Girls. I'm sophisticated. China is preparing the hardware for the unstoppable conquest of Taiwan. The Pentagon has reported that the CCP wants 9 aircraft carriers, 6 more than its current 3, by 20...
China wants 9 aircraft carriers by 2035. So I'm going to just get out real quick. I'm going to hop out. I like that new channel, okay? What he's doing is he's disguising that hard-hitting evidence he has with a little humor. Let's go to Joel and get that. China's doing here. They're gearing up. But 2035, hell, this thing is going to jump off and be done. All right, this ain't no World War II. This is World War III. That shit's going to be over as soon as it starts. That's why nobody's declaring it. Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Holy war, prepare holy war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords. and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. That's what this is. What is China saying? They want what? New swords and spears. So take all these rakes and sickles, and they melt that. We need some weapons out here, all right, so that we can say that we're strong, all right? Pruning hooks and melt that, right? Let's make some better weapons out here before the war starts, right? Which it already did, so. What is this? USNI News. Really? So what this is saying, China Uncensored, get ready for war, you guys. By 2035. What the hell? This thing ain't going to go past 2030. With all the things they got. All the things they got set for 2030, you think we can make it to 2035? Hell no. All right, with that, we hope that the elect were edified. More of the same. What did I get leaving? Yeah, I got that. That's good. All right, so with that, Shabbat Shalom.